All right, let's dive into something that affects every single one of us: conflict. Today, we're going to talk about how to stop dreading those disagreements and actually turn them into, believe it or not, opportunities for real growth in our relationships. Okay, let's get into it. You've been there, right? I mean, we all have. You're just talking about something simple, like whose turn it is to take out the trash, and somehow, before you know it, things just explode. What started as a tiny disagreement spirals into this massive argument. It's so frustrating and, yeah, it's super common. And this is really the heart of it all. See, the problem isn't that you have conflict in the first place. That's a completely normal, even healthy part of being human. The real game changer, the thing that makes all the difference, is how you handle it. It's the choice between building a wall or building a bridge. So, first up, let's make sure we're all on the same page. What are we really talking about when we say conflict? Well, the American Psychological Association puts it like this: it's that tension, that friction you feel when what you want, or what you believe in, or what you need just doesn't line up with somebody else's. And this happens everywhere, right? With your partner, your family, your coworkers. It's just an inevitable part of sharing your life with other people. Okay, so if conflict is just going to happen, what's behind it? What are the common triggers that usually kick off a disagreement? Let's take a look. It usually comes down to one of these three things. First, we're all just wired differently. You know, your direct, get-to-the-point style might rub up against a friend's more cautious approach. Second, plain old misunderstandings. You misread the tone of a text or they misinterpret your silence. And third, well, life itself. Stress from work, money worries, all that stuff shortens our fuse and makes us way more likely to snap. And this is where it gets really powerful. The famous psychologist, Dr. John Gottman, discovered that handling conflict well has massive real-world consequences. Get this: couples who learn to talk respectfully during a fight are an incredible 35% less likely to break up. This isn't just about feeling nicer in the moment. It's about building relationships that can actually go the distance. Now, just like there are good ways to handle conflict, there are some really, really bad ways. Dr. Gottman pointed out 4 destructive habits he calls the 4 horsemen. You can think of these as the villains of our story, the bad guys we need to learn to spot and stop in their tracks. First up is criticism. And let's be clear, this is way more than just a complaint. A complaint is about a specific action. But criticism is a personal attack. It's the difference between saying, "I was worried when you were late," and "You're so selfish, you never think about me." See how it shifts from the action to who they are as a person? That immediately puts them on the defense. Okay, the second one is contempt. And honestly, this is the most toxic of them all. It's anything that communicates disgust. We're talking sarcasm, mocking, name-calling, even that classic eye roll. Contempt isn't just criticism. It's trying to make the other person feel beneath you, feel worthless. It's pure poison for any relationship. And our third horseman, defensiveness. Oh, we all know this one. It's that immediate reaction to turn the blame around. Someone brings something up, and instead of just listening, you shoot back with, "Oh yeah? Well, what about that thing you did?" Or, "That's not my fault." It's basically refusing to take any ownership, and it just turns the whole thing into a big, ugly blame game. The final relationship killer is stonewalling. This is when one person just gets so overwhelmed they shut down. They go silent. They walk out of the room. They suddenly get very interested in their phone. And look, it might feel like self-protection, but for the other person, it feels like talking to a brick wall. It just kills the conversation and leaves them feeling totally alone and abandoned. Okay, so we've met the 4 villains. The good news? For every single one of them, there's a good guy move, an antidote. So let's open up our conflict toolkit and look at some practical strategies. This first tool is a game changer from cognitive behavioral therapy, and it's called the STOP technique. It's so simple. The next time you feel that flash of anger or you want to get defensive, you just do this. 1, literally just stop. Don't say anything. 2, take a deep breath. It actually calms your body down. 3, observe. Ask yourself, what am I actually feeling right now? And 4, proceed. Now you can respond thoughtfully instead of just reacting. This next one is probably the simplest, most powerful switch you can make. Start your sentences with I instead of you. Think about it. You always make a mess is just criticism, but I feel overwhelmed when the room is messy. That's just you sharing your feeling. It's not an attack, which makes it so much easier for the other person to actually hear you. And here are a few more must-haves for your toolkit. Active listening. This means you're not just waiting for your turn to talk, you're trying to really get it. Try repeating back what you heard, like, okay, so it sounds like you felt really hurt. Then there's collaborative problem solving. This changes you from enemies to a team trying to fix something together. And finally, practicing mindfulness, even just for a few minutes a day, can make a huge difference in helping you stay calm when things get tense. So, what happens when you actually start using these tools? Well, the changes aren't just in your head. They are real, they are measurable, and they can totally transform your relationships and even your own well-being. So, what's the first big payoff? A huge boost in intimacy. One study found that couples who learn how to get through conflict well report feeling 30% closer to each other. 30%! When you can have a tough conversation and come out the other side feeling like you were both heard, it actually pulls you together. And the benefits go beyond the relationship. They affect your own mental health. I mean, think about it. Constantly fighting or having unresolved tension is a massive source of stress. Research actually shows that all that conflict can increase your risk for anxiety by up to 40%. Learning to solve these things literally calms you down and protects your own peace of mind. And finally, if we zoom out and look at the big picture, what does this all lead to? Well, studies show that just learning these better communication skills can boost your overall relationship satisfaction by 25%. That means a happier, stronger, and just plain better connection with the people you care about. So let's end with this thought. Your next disagreement, it's coming. It's not a question of if, it's a question of when. And now you know you have a very real choice to make. Is it going to be just another brick in a wall of anger and misunderstanding? Or are you going to see it as a chance, an opportunity to build a bridge to something better, to more understanding, more connection, and more growth? The choice, as they say, is yours.